don't understand why you're 40 years old playing the game still. So.
Well, I mean, what game do you think you're going to be playing when you're 40? When do you think you're going to stop playing games? What's the age? What's the cutoff age?
When you're out of high school and college.
You're a high school kid?
Yeah, I'm in high school. Yeah.
How old are you?
Why does it matter?
Well, I mean, you foresee yourself in the future quitting something you love, like video games? Do you not love video games? You just cruise through it.
I mean, I think it's a little bit of a waste of time when you're that old. But.
Well, how do you know? You're not old yet. I mean, I can think of probably reasons that video games would be a waste of time for a high school kid, too. Do you have a 4.0? Are you in honor classes to get more than a 4.0?
No, but...
You know what I'm saying? There's more things you could be doing to improve your life than playing video games, too, right?
Yeah, you can study and not play games.
Hey, just recreation, man. Having fun. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right, then.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Week in Culture over here at Honey Badger Arcade. My name is Brian. I'm here with John, who is still, working out some technical issues, but I do have this cool cartoon avatar in his place. So, hey, John, how you doing?
Oh, awesome as always. Check it out. Woo!
All right. Do you see it?
Yeah. I totes can.
Yeah. So I made that. I basically have this just a little bit of tech nerditry I wanted to talk about. I have this this plugin for OBS Studio. It's called the Image Reaction Source, and basically you can create an image, 2 images or GIFs, and one will react to a specific source. So I have this one set to animate, which I drew the frames for over top of the over the picture that you gave me. Whenever there is audio coming through your mic, so it will animate.
This is actually not the first one of these that I've seen this week. I'm in the midst of upgrading the PWG model proper for the for VTubing with one of the people in the chat today, Osaka Chandal. You should go check her channel out. I'll see if I can drop a link when we get to the end to direct people her way. Otherwise, you can also get there through the FFS Discord. But yeah, she's helping me optimize PWG, and I was showing it off to one of the creator groups that I'm a part of in X, and someone took the image and made me a dancing character off of a still image frame that I had made. So yeah. No, it's been a fun, interesting week for me. Speaking of the FFS Discord, we're up to 250 members now in under 5 months. So I think that's a really nice sign of success. And I'll drop a link here in a bit to everybody else if you're interested in joining. If you're a YouTube creator, it's definitely a good place to collaborate with people and things like that, or just interested in a nice place that bypasses the censorship systems that are in play at YouTube proper. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So hello, Osaka Chandal. Welcome to the stream, and everyone else who is watching. Noel, Kearns, Gabriel, Baylan Lucas, and Daxonar is watching in the vertical chat, along with TJ, WK, Ireland, and whoever else might be lurking and doesn't want to step forward and make themselves known.
That's right.
Welcome to the show. So we're gonna get into it right now. So let's get started with with the story. I didn't intend to make this one the first one, but I saw it and I couldn't resist.
Yeah, it's all right.
Because on my channel, in honor of the eventually going to be released probably Assassin's Creed Shadows, I decided to take a look back at games that have sort of ninjas at the center, because it is ultimately what Assassin's Creed Shadows is about. So I'm going through a series of ninja-oriented games or ninja-themed games this month. It's called Ninjanuary, and I've been playing a bunch of classics like Tenchu and Shinobi. I think just this week I played Metal Gear Rising, and so since I'm doing this, I thought it was appropriate because I was under the impression that Assassin's Creed Shadows was going to come out, I think, in February, but it looks like it's being pushed back yet again. So yes. I guess we'll go ahead and read that out. Are you guys having any issues with the stream? Let me see. Are you
looks
guys
like it's
seeing everything
fine
okay?
from what I'm seeing,
Okay.
but I'm not hearing it. So I'm just
Okay.
I'm running on my phone so I can keep an eye on the chat and all that.
I
all that
see.
stuff.
I see. Yeah. So let's read the letter. Dear players, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to our incredible fans and dedicated teams for your unwavering support since our announcement in September to further refine and polish Assassin's Creed Shadows. Since November, we've been thrilled to share our progress through gameplay overviews, and the overwhelming excitement has truly inspired us. Each week has brought valuable feedback from our community. While we've already made remarkable strides, we believe a few additional weeks are needed to implement that feedback and ensure an even more ambitious and engaging day one experience. Accordingly, the new release date is March 20th, 2025. We remain committed to delivering a high-quality, immersive experience fostered by ongoing dialogue between our players and development teams. We know you're eager to learn more about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we're excited to share that more updates will be coming your way soon. Mark Alexis Cote on behalf of all teams working on Assassin's Creed Shadows. So they're just going to perfect it, guys. It's going to be perfect when it comes out. We
Right.
promise. So I don't know if you have any thoughts on that. I just thought I would open up with a little thing that I thought is kind of funny, but
I mean, my ultimate thought is I think that it'll probably get yet another delay. I've heard all sorts of stuff about what this could possibly be. That they're looking to reduce the storyline impact of Yasuke Floyd, and they are more likely going to be taking the Shinobi character, the
Girl.
lesbian, and making her kind of like the centerpiece. And kind of like removing aspects of this contorted history, because as Osaka and I were talking about the other day, this is kind of highly pissed off people in Japan, rightly so. So they're going to try to backtrack as much as they can to see if they can salvage any sales. I'm surprised that this thing isn't getting delayed till June to appease the community that is now going to be at the front and center of the story, more than likely. But I suppose that's what Assassin's Creed Hex is going to be for. I don't know. It's interesting stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that ultimately this is the thing that I was talking about this the other day. Despite the fact that there's been financial failure and financial disappointment after financial failure and disappointment, the problem is that with a lot of these larger AAA companies that are trying to incorporate their activism into their game development, even though the writing is on the wall in terms of player interest, so you can look at how much all these other projects have failed, like Dragon Age: The Veilguard and whatever the most recent flops were.
Right.
The problem is that they've already gone this far in the development process, so they have to finish. Right.
Yeah.
So they I called it lag. It's Hollywood, for example, they were putting out woke remake garbage after garbage, Netflix adaptation versions of everything. And they have more coming. And it's not because it's not necessarily because they're so committed to doubling down, although that is part of it. But it's also because they're already halfway or more than halfway through the project. They have to finish it. So they're just going to have to finish it. And we're going to see more of this for probably another year. This is the reason why, by the way, when Grum said we should stop supporting AAA studios for 2 years, I think he was taking that into account, the fact that a project that started may not release, for a year or two, especially these large AAA projects.
Right. So and that's if everything goes right.
That's right. And I mean, I think that overall, people are responding in the way that they are making less money than they thought. Because again, another part of this too is that they tend to overspend because they assume that their player base is locked in. We have our customer base, so we're going to make at least this much money. And this is the mistake that they make as well. The Assassin's Creed franchise, I mean, as I understand it, it hasn't really been satisfying for a while. And I think that they just don't know why that is. They can't figure it out.
Right. And
part of it is that they assume that their markets, is there and will always be loyal no matter what kind of slop they put out in front of them.
Right.
So this is like, that's what I think about that.
Yeah, they tend to rely on brand familiarity being the thing that's going to take them over the finish line for a lot of people. But that simply, as we're finding out year by year, is becoming less and less of the case. I don't know, even this newest Star Wars property, the Skeleton Crew is less popular than the Acolyte was, and the Acolyte was complete and utter trash and a travesty. So
yeah, it almost like, I don't know if the Skeleton Crew is any good, but it's almost, I didn't care. Like, I wasn't, like somebody could tell me, like they were doing this with Andor. I think they were like, oh man, you missed out. Andor was good. Oh, I was like, well, it's not my fault that they have their track record is garbage. Right. It's like saying, I know I've been like late every day, boss, but I came in on time today.
Right. Right. Yeah. When you make a habit of just kind of under delivering and not even over promising, just kind of like having this expectation that people are just going to be relying upon you.
Yeah.
This is you kind of shit the bed. You're the one who's going to have to lie in, and nobody else is going to do it now. So that's the situation that I see Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft at large is in. They're at the end of the road, and nobody is going to give them any more quarter at this point in time, or not even no more quarter. They're not even they're certainly not going to give them $100 or $150 for like these super deluxe packages that ultimately don't even deliver and are broken generally on day one, and you lose all the progress that you get from even getting early access. So it's writing's on the wall. This thing's cooked.
That's right. All right, so anyway, let me know what you guys think. It looks like Assassin's Creed's been pushed back to March. Do you think it's going to be pushed back again? Do you think they're just going to suck it up, release it, and pray that, it doesn't, like, they break even? I don't know. Let me know in the comments or in the live chat. Thanks, and we're going to move on to the next one. So this is like, kind of like one of the bigger stories that I wanted to bring up. Apparently, Square Enix is adopting a new customer harassment policy. Final Fantasy Studio can now deny products and services to players whose interaction with an employee exceeds socially acceptable behavior or is harmful. In seeking to protect their workforce from undue and particularly over-the-top harassment, Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest parent company Square Enix has adopted a new customer harassment policy, which gives them the right to take action as necessary against any individual who threatens the company's operations or an employee's safety. Of course, it used to be a Japanese company. I thought that they, didn't care about that stuff, but let me
broadly defined, and they are using Japanese law, but they say that it has global impact.
Oh yeah, sure. Announced on January 10th via an official post made to Square Enix's official website, this new policy was reportedly given the green light by the developer in response to a number of incidents involving a fan's interaction with one of their employees. Square Enix. Oh, and I think this had to do with not Final Fantasy, but what's the game that they came out? Forspoken? Because Forspoken was a Square game and it was an absolute catastrophe.
Yeah.
And I think that Square was really banking on that being a hit, and it wasn't. So that's my prediction. I don't know exactly what the impetus is, but that's the only thing that makes sense, because Final Fantasy VII, especially, that stuff just sells itself. Like all you have to do is give us, Tifa, and people are going to buy the game, But like, I think that when it comes to, and Dragon Quest is always a hit, but I think that when it comes to other like new properties like Forspoken, which was the failure, I think that might be where they get defensive. And plus, it was just, from what I heard, like that game was awful.
Right.
But anyway, Square Enix believes that the feedback, comments, and requests received from our customers are essential to the advancement of our group's products and services. Therefore, we are committed to strive to apply your voice in improving our products and services, explained the developer of their decision to implement said policy. Here comes the but. At the same time, there are instances where certain customers take actions directly or through our support centers or toward our group executives, employees, partners who are involved in the creation and distribution of our group products and services that constitute customer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's broadly defined for a reason, right? Technically, what we're doing might be able to be under this broadly defined definition, you know. And so if you speak out and don't toe the company line that they want you to go along with, then you'll just be banned outright from playing games, which is all the more reason to support the moratorium concept, or just stop supporting AAA titles completely. Because if we're gonna be censored, and only allowed to like the thing, like it's perfectly fine as long as you like it. But if you don't like it, well, get fucked, kick rocks is basically what they're saying. And if you don't of your own volition, then we'll toss you out. So this is draconian. Did we crash? Okay. There was like a little bit of a loopy on. It's just Saka was saying in chat. It was me who cut out. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Who knows? Maybe it's because she's in Japan and having a hard time crossing the streams. Oh, I would imagine. Yeah. You do a charity stream.
Oh, are we still there? Are we still there? Yeah, my computer is being. No. I see you. You're still here. I can hear you. All right. So, yeah.
They say my audio is clipping in the chat, is what they're saying. Yeah. So. Yeah. Weird. And some people say the stream is cutting up a bit. So, and like I say, I'm watching it on my phone, and I can see a little bit of lag on that. So. Yeah. Can you put up the it's either that or just try to just run the still image of me, possibly. Maybe reduce the processing. Okay. Right. Can you put up the streaming in a moment screen while you do that? And that way we can keep the feed going, possibly. Okay. Well, yeah. Let me try to engage the people in the chat, so that way we can always do something. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
here in
think
chat with
that's
people.
no. I don't think it's that. I don't think that's doing it. I think it's it's mostly like the browsers that I'm looking at. So,
Indeed. Well, yeah, these things do happen. Indeed, yes. Yeah. Tech issues. That has definitely been the bane of this show over the course of months.